It's just me right now. I know. It's been a while since we have brought you a show on the Foursquare show. We apologize. Life gets in the way. It's been a couple of months, and we just want you all to know that we haven't taken our foot off the gas. Things are still moving forward. All right, I got some updates to provide, but just want to address the elephant in the room that it's been a couple of months, and shame on us. Shame on us. Okay, I feel like my hat is all weird looking on my virtual background. Anywho, um, we have more shows scheduled coming up. Everything is still in flight. Again, life just gets in the way. The holidays, I got vacations going on. There's a lot of stuff, happening here. But here we are. Man, you guys probably maybe you longtime watchers and listeners may remember that this little shindig started with me just kind of doing what I'm doing right now, which is just recording myself. Luckily now we have a cast of characters between Dan, between Joe, and others who now have joined on to the show and to the fun. Um, uh, what we're doing here today, though, is it's just going to be me because I'm very excited to provide to you all some updates. Okay. So the first update is that we are getting very close to narrowing in on confirming and approving the date of the 2026 Foursquare World Championships. I know we've been talking about this in previous shows. We have definitely determined we're moving forward with the Lake Region High School in Maine, which is great. We talked about this, I think, on the last show, why that's needed. And we're just trying to figure out the logistics of the scheduling between what's going on at the high school and our own schedules and things like that. It's probably going to be in April or May. The exact date will be communicated. Keep your eye as soon as it's determined. Keep your eyes out on this show. Keep your eyes out on X and on all the social media platforms. Um, what else do we have for an update? We are okay. So Joe is likely going to be recording another solo show here pretty soon because he has some updates that he's going to relay pertaining to the layout of the World Championships in terms of how many courts we're going to have, how the courts are going to be situated, who's going to be playing, what divisions and whatnot are going to be playing on which court. We got stands now. Instead we have like random chairs. Now we have actual stands in the high school. We got a scoreboard. Man, it's going to be great. So he's going to relay and he's going to do a little show on the details of that, how the out of play zone, the new out of play zone will play into the layout of the high school at the gym. We got a lot, we got all that. We've been meeting because we haven't had public external shows for you all. Dan, Joe, even Peter, we've been meeting internally to iron out some of these things. So just know that that's all happening. Now, the main purpose for me to meet with you all here today, again, I've alluded to it in previous episodes, and I am ready. It is live and it is rolled out and ready. I'm going to share my screen. This is no longer practice. Practice? Practice? You're talking about practice. Come on. Well, this is not practice. Okay, this is now live. All right, here we go. We got ourselves the new Foursquare official website. It is not just a website dedicated to the World Championships, though it is absolutely that. But it is also now the new, enhanced, and improved all things Foursquare. All right. So not gonna beat a dead horse. Feel free to look through all the previous archives of our previous episodes. Bottom line, square4.org still up and running, and tip of the hat to everything that they accomplished. We're not trying to, step on toes, but clearly that's I don't think that's they're not keeping the site updated, and I think that's run its course. We're here now to kind of take the baton and go from here. So I'm going to give a little rundown of the new website. You can see that we have a new brand and new design, new color palettes, kind of working in the little teal maroon action here. You can see official Foursquare logo, a silhouette, if you will, of a Foursquare player. This is the home screen. And by the way, I should mention the URL is foursquareworldchampionship.org. Okay. Um, Favorite it, bookmark it, share it, scream it from the rooftops. Let all your friends know that we got ourselves a new website, and that's what it is. All right. So homepage here, you see we got interactive enhancements of Foursquare with a ball. I'm not gonna go through every single word and read everything here. We're just gonna give you a quick little rundown. We got links going to our socials. We got of course, well, here we are. We got the YouTube show here. If you want to visit the blog, which we'll go through here just momentarily, you feel free to visit the blog. Um, if you're new to the game of Foursquare and you're wanting to learn as a complete rookie, then please visit our What is Foursquare page, which again we'll get into here momentarily. By the way, this website is mobile friendly, tablet friendly, all the devices, all of them. So feel free to utilize them as you would please, as you would like. I know a lot, obviously a lot of people have mobiles and phones and use websites through that. So um, it is it is absolutely ready for those types of platforms. So as you can see, we got the top nav bar here. You can go to whatever you desire, whatever you'd like. I'm just going to go in order here. We're going to start with what is Foursquare. So as I mentioned, if you're new to the game, if you're wanting to learn, then this is a good place to start. Breaks down just very high level what Foursquare is, how to play, why it's popular, how it absolutely teaches good sportsmanship, especially with the youth, um, and has a couple of very minor FAQs. We're really pointing the user to all the different pages and platforms that we have to obtain additional, more detailed information, which is located throughout the website. But this is a good place to start if you are absolutely new and learning on wanting to know how to play the game. Sport. Game sport. No. All right, going on to rules. This is a very elaborate, large, complex page. You can there that is why it actually has its own table of context here. By the way, thank you to AI for assisting quite a bit in the build of this website. I am not a Webber. I'm not a Webber. I'm not a hacker. I don't know what I'm doing really when it comes to websites, but I know how to find the information. So thank you to AI who assisted me in the build and branding and some of these images and whatnot. So thank you for that. Go through, you can click on any of these hyperlinks if you want more information on anything specific. But as we scroll down, you can see that it talks through really what all the rules are. And when I say rules, as we know, as we've covered, Foursquare has various nuances of rules and ways of playing and all that. So this is dedicated to the rules of the World Championships. However, and I'm going to kind of scroll down a little bit here, but if you want to know all rules that are available or that we're aware of throughout the plethora of Foursquare play, then please feel free to then visit the other rules section, which has many other rules and that we've heard of that are available if you'd like to try them out, as well as unique special gameplay rules, which are all just facets of different random rules and quirky ways of playing. Just for example, just cherry bomb. All right, a cherry bomb is when a player takes hits it into their square, they get it, and they just basically catch the ball. They slam it into somebody's square, throw it into, not slam it, throw it into somebody's square. They yell cherry bomb. And again, a lot of these I'm not a big fan of, but they are rules and little quirky ways of playing nonetheless. So again, this is a website dedicated to all things Foursquare. And that being said, I can guarantee you there's a lot out there that we don't even have captured in here. So we would love to continuously enhance and add on to this site to make it to make sure all facets of this wonderful sport is being represented. So feel free to reach out if you are aware of anything that you'd like added. That being said, we're going to go back here again. I'm not going to go through everything, but this is really just all of the rules associated with the World Championships. So this is a beautiful place to read up and ensure that you're fully aware of all of the different rules that are occurring. I can definitely, absolutely tell you that, you know, we definitely have people at the World Championships the day of the event, you know, either not knowing the rules or questioning the rules or not a fan of a certain rule, which is all fine. However, that is not the time to be you know, hey, we should change this rule. Like, you know, but I mean, you can mention it, but nothing's getting changed day up while we're there literally playing. So now would be the time to like really look through this and raise your hand or provide suggestions on anything that you may want to be looked into. It's not just the rules, but it's also, you know, the division breakdowns, the tournament structure in terms of, you know, the different rounds and things like that. All of that is listed here. This is all specifically dedicated to the World Championships. But again, uh, since Foursquare doesn't literally just reside within the World Championship event, it's bigger than that. So there are all these other, you know, rules that are available as well. All right, moving on here. I'm going to pick up the pace here. We got the World Championship page. We got our, you know, our video here. Feel free to, you know, look through it. Look at this. We got a little countdown. Can you, I mean, let's see. This is January 16th, 2026. As of the time of this recording, we got 112 days left until the World Championships. Now, that is absolutely not accurate because we still haven't narrowed down the date yet. So there is a random phantom date right now, which this is counting down to. And maybe not May 9th, I want to say, because that was the day we were thinking we were going to do it. I don't think it's going to be that date. It's going to be somewhere around there. This will be updated accordingly once the date is determined. But we do nonetheless have a countdown. Again, you can see date, location, and all that. It's currently filled in, but it is definitely to be determined in terms of the date. You know, some information and history of the championship. And then look, this is where we're going to archive and keep all the past champions. And when I say all, as of 2023 and on, because again, square4.org did a fantastic job at being the official website of the World Championship and all things Foursquares prior to, well, now. So, and especially prior to 2023. As of 2023, we really kind of took over. So if you'd like previous championships and information and images and whatnot, feel free to check out that site from 2023 on. As you can see, we got all the different, you know, champions here. Men, women, children, good stuff. Okay, let's see, what else do we got? Moving on, register. All right, this is where you can actually register to partake and participate within the World Championships. Now, this is not the official registration page. There will be an official registration page through Bridgeton Recreation, who sponsors the event. However, if at any point you want to register, you certainly can, and then it'll put you into the pre-registration list, and you'll then be notified once the official registration becomes available. So a way just to ensure your spot in the event. Game Hub. All right. So this is a place where you are able to. So what? Okay. Let me take a step back. One of the challenges in the game of Foursquare is finding other people to just freaking play with you, right? Can you believe it? This wonderful sport, and it you know, it's like I want to play, but anyone? So this is where you can go and you can you know, publicly host a game. If say you want to host a game on April 2nd, you go ahead and you put the date in here. You can put the location, put some information, highlights. Hey, looking to host a game. Um, we'll play a few tournaments, or we'll just play for fun. Um, you can put all that information in here. You can post it, and then and if you're looking for a game, you can go in here, and if once one is posted, you'll see under here under the upcoming game section that that there's a game, and maybe if it's nearby you, you would want to come and check it out and play along. So just a little page here for you all to host a game or join a game, whether you're here. In New England, whether you're down in Texas or over on the West Coast or anywhere around the globe, feel free to utilize this platform, and you'll see that then any games that have occurred are then archived within the previous game section, such as the game that was hosted this past summer. And you can also add any video or information, highlights, images, or anything that happened during your game. Blog. All right. This is where you basically can go ahead and just ask away, ask the experts. This is for us here in the Foursquare show, Dan, Joe, myself, and anyone else to answer any questions that you may have about the game, about the sport, about the World Championship, about our show, about our anything whatsoever. I mean, Foursquare related probably, but and really anything's up for grabs. So if you want to go ahead and enter your name, your information, and submit a question, I can pretty much guarantee you it will be answered, and it will also be archived. You can see we've already had some submissions for some questions. This is a good place as well to learn. Sometimes if some person has a question, then maybe someone else does. So, um, yeah, and you can see down here we have a little map that shows where all the questions have been submitted from. So far, from Maine and also from New York. So, look at that. No one from Africa yet, but we're working on it. So, again, this is a new site. We're excited about its potential, and we're really hoping it grows and becomes the all thing Foursquare. And we need your help with that. So again, if you're passionate about this, I mean, you got to have questions, you got to have suggestions, and enter them into the blog. We'd love to answer and collaborate. In the media section, this is kind of an archive of all things. Again, well, not necessarily from 2023 on, because we did throw in our some coverage that occurred back in ESPN a while ago, because that was a pretty cool one. But for the most part, from 2023 on, all media coverage and newspapers, magazines, websites, and then of course our social media platforms. We got the video. So as we continue to be covered by any publications, that we will continue to archive them here. And then, of course, excited about the fact that we now have a merchandise section here. If you are interested in, excuse me, getting verklempt. If you're interested in purchasing an official World Champ 2026 Foursquare World Championship T-shirt, headband. I don't need a headband. Well, maybe actually for sweat. I take that back. It could be for sweat or headband, headband, or shorts. As you can see, they are available for purchase. Some swag would be pretty cool. Some of when folks come to the championship, some of the fun is the uniforms. Some of them come in matching shirts or whatnot. And we wanted to make this available as well. So feel free to utilize these buttons and these interactive features to place any orders. I will say that if you want these prior to the World Championships, then the earlier you make the submission, the better. If there's an influx of requests days, weeks before the event, we may or may not have the bandwidth to provide the inventory to you. So the earlier, the better. I think that's it. So this is the website. This is the new Foursquare World Championship.org. I hope you like it. We've worked really hard. It's been fun but hard on putting this together. Of course, we are very, as always, open to suggestions and feedback. Please feel free to let us know. But hopefully, for the most part, you like it and it's available to you for what you may need it for anything Foursquare related. We'd love to have this website be the number one search on Google, which will take quite a lot because again, square4.org, who again I'm not considering to be a competitor, I'm considering to be a friend of, but they've been around for a long time and again they're not really keeping their site updated, so we'd love to kind of have this take over and kind of take over the baton if you will. So. Um, Send any comments, blog, like, share, foursquareworldchampionship.org. Look out for Joe's upcoming solo show soon. And Dan, Joe, and I will be coming at you with a new show, hopefully by the end of the month of January, if not in a little bit into February, but that's our goal. Before we know it, the spring will be here. Before we know it, it'll be Foursquare season. Before we know it, we'll have a date and we'll get even more into the nitty-gritty of the details of our wonderful event that will be coming up. So, signing off, this is the Assassin Eric Costanza. Thank you very much.